And here's the scores for that one. So 11-20, 86, 11-15, 81. Brisbane win by 5 points. Watch this one. I did a watch along over in the King's Palace with the King. It was quite good actually. Had a good time over there, and yeah, it was good. It was a good game. Melbourne were really good. They came out really strong. Had a bit of a buffer lead. It was really good, and then the second half started, and they just couldn't score. And Brisbane crept slowly back in the game, and they pinched it at the end. But Melbourne, I thought Melbourne played really well. I didn't think they were bad. I think Cosy Pickett 5 goals. I mean, he was great. Just couldn't capitalize in that second half. So I was surprised. I thought Melbourne were going to get actually trounced. Like I thought they were going to get smashed, but they didn't, and it was a good finish. But yeah, Brisbane keep trucking, and they look like a team that's gonna, I mean, they're a team that could go all the way. Really, they're a good side, and apart from Sydney and Carlton, that I reckon they're the top two clear. I think Brisbane, maybe Collingwood are probably the next coming through. So. And they've been there before, so Brisbane know how to get it done in finals. So it's good to, I'm not happy to see them up there because I can't stand them, but they're a good side that deserve to be there, and they're going to cause a lot of trouble, I think, when September starts. King of the North, we did watch this one together. It was a pleasure to do it side by side next to you. What did you think of it, man?
Yeah, it was a good game. Good game all round. The first and second quarter for Melbourne was really good, and the way they played that second quarter, if they can put that to a whole game, then they're big trouble. They should be a top 4 side, but they let it get away in the second half, and Brisbane come back, but Brisbane showed that they were where they're supposed to be in the top 8. So really good performance.
Yeah, no, 100%. J. Crom, did you watch this one?
Yeah, I watched it, man. And Cosy Pickett, you mentioned before, what a player. He was definitely on. And Melbourne, look, man, they started the game really well. They took it right up to Brisbane. They even looked like winners for a while there, but Brisbane came back strong in that last quarter. And a few of their big boys stepped up. Lockie Neal got them back in the game a bit. Dunkley had a great game as well. But yeah, look, Melbourne, I think they're going to miss out on finals this year, but, they've obviously lost Petrarca and stuff like that. But, they surprised me. I actually thought Brisbane were going to be win this game more comfortably. So Melbourne actually played really well. I was impressed. But lucky for Brisbane, I guess, and unlucky for Melbourne.
Yeah, I noticed Ashcroft, was that Ashcroft's first game back after his injury?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see him out there, I guess. Like, it's not always nice to see people do the ACL, and it was nice to see Ashcroft out there playing, and I think he played not too bad. So, Johnny Carlton, you do have a soft spot for Brisbane. Are you happy to see them climbing up the ladder? And was there any concerns with that game? Like, they looked a bit shell-shocked in that first half, came back. But it was a good game to watch. It was a good game.
Obviously I do like Brisbane, second favourite team, so don't mind the Lions. But yeah, look, game-wise, it was a surprise. No one thought Melbourne was going to be this competitive. Going up to the Gabba, their fortress, losing one of your best players in Petrarca. Melbourne, they played well for about 2.5 quarters, but unfortunately they couldn't do a full quarter effort, and Brisbane just showed why they are the kings of the Gabba, and they brought themselves back into the game, and Melbourne did not look like scoring in that fourth quarter. It was all Brisbane. If Brisbane kicked straight, it would have been a lot more. It would have been a lot more of a percentage. But as I said, they won in a close one, and Cluggage from the boundary line is yeah, it was a good goal. And yeah, Trent Rivers. There was a bit of a speculation if that was a goal or not, but we'll never know. But as I said, happy that Lions won. But yeah, no, big test for Brisbane this week. I reckon they'll march on. But they're back in the 8 where I told them they'll be. So didn't take them long, but yeah, that's where they are and that's where they belong. So yeah, up the Lions.
Yeah, they had a chance. Melbourne had a chance at the end to win the game, and they kicked to I think it was a 3-on-1, and it was like, oh, you're like, yeah, they were close, but yeah, I would have had Maxi Gordon down there if you could, to maybe give a bit of height, but yeah, I don't know how that works, but it is what it is. Brisbane march on. Melbourne, who knows from here if they're going to make it. It's there's some. I think they've got a few tough games coming up, so